Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Watford Career Mode. This is episode 1 of season 2. We had a okay end to the last season. If you haven't watched the last episode of the transfer special, check it out. We add some pretty good additions to our squad, and we're going to jump in right to the beginning of the second season where I have a lot of high hopes. But we've got a tough start. We've got a very, very tough start. We've got Manchester United away, Leicester City at home, and then Arsenal away, who we had a very good game against at the end of last season. So definitely a baptism of fire for some of our new signings. So we'll see how they do. But here is the team we're going with. We've got a couple of debutants. Valverde playing his debut, and Issa Diop and Sergio Reguilon at left back. A couple of the other players, Suso for example, don't think he's maybe ready, still prefers Sar's pace, so maybe we'll ease him into the game as we go on. But yeah, Manchester United away, very difficult game. Obviously last season in this career mode save, they didn't do the best, and we actually got robbed both times I think we played them, where by late goals from Manchester United. So hopefully that isn't the case this time. We're full of hope and optimism for this season, hoping we can maybe get a European place if we really push ourselves. But it will be a tough game. This will be a tough game, definitely, no doubt about that one. So we'll see how we do. But 25 minutes in, very much kind of an opening day of the season kind of game. Both teams feeding each other out here, but Doucouré manages to sneak the ball here in central midfield and powers through midfield, and able to clip a nice ball there out to Deulofeu, who takes on his man Meunier, gets the ball into Iñaki Williams, who fires straight at David De Gea, his first chance of the season. Iñaki Williams, hoping he can do, if he can do anything like what he did last season for us, he'll have another stellar season. But that was his first attempt of the season, getting his eye in for the season, and Reguilon here making his first break, but unfortunately getting caught up there. I think it was Meunier there, and giving away a goal kick. But there you saw it. Fabian Ruiz transferred to PSG, a player that maybe we thought about, but was out of our leagues, unfortunately. But yeah, we're kind of settled into this game. Manchester United haven't really caused us too many problems. We've been the ones looking like more likely to score and on the attack, and Ismaila Sarr here picking the ball up on the right, and Doucouré playing a bit more of an attacking role, getting the ball into Deulofeu. Will he cross, or he goes for the shot instead? But he hits it straight at David De Gea on his left foot there. Not his strongest foot there, Deulofeu, but good promising little run from him there, always trying to look to get in behind. Yeah, Deulofeu is another player that I'm hoping that does well this season, as he gets the ball into the box, but defended well there. He kind of did okay for us last season. He was a player that maybe if the right offer had come in, I would have got rid of him. But yeah, half-time comes in this first opening game of the season, and it is 0-0. Man, you haven't really caused any problems for us, or any trouble, so hopefully we can make our chances count here. But Manchester United here on the break at the kind of beginning of the second half, with Juan Mata playing the ball down the line to Julian Draxler. Only Rashford in the box. He does get his cross in, but Rashford got his header away, but Rob Holding just got caught underneath the ball, was kind of just very static on the box there, in the middle of the box, and Rashford was able to just steal in behind him and plonk a really actually simple header, very uncontested in the end, header past Ben Foster, and that is definitely against the flow of the game, particularly from the first half. Manchester United really created nothing, and it looks like maybe we might be robbed again against Manchester United. Our luck hasn't done too well against Manchester United, as we try and set Ismaila Sarr away here this time, seeing if he can get his pace showing. But the ball's into it. Jonathan Ikone here, he gets the ball out to Deulofeu, who cuts in on his right foot this time, tries to get his shot away, but just shanks it a little bit that time, and it just goes wide of David De Gea's post. And yeah, Deulofeu has probably looked like our more promising attacker in this game. Iñaki Williams maybe just getting himself into the game, but we've brought on Suso. Hopefully he can make an impression on his debut here. But Deulofeu again, but bearing down it on goal, but just wasn't able to squeeze the ball there past David De Gea. He went for raw pace rather than trying to finesse the ball past David De Gea, and yeah, it looks like all of our chances just fell to the man who probably wasn't in the best of form. And as we end towards the end of the game, Manchester United here able to just pump the ball along, Rashford able to pick it up, and Sanchez who has the ball there. I'm not sure if that is Alexis Sanchez, it looks like it might be, but he plays the ball into Matic this time, into Julian Draxler, who gets his shot away past Ben Foster. He broke our hearts last season at Vicarage Road, and he's broken our hearts again here at the end of the game, and we were just pushing forward trying to get that equalising goal, and Julian Draxler 85th minute just puts the sword away. And yeah, this was a tough opening fixture. I think we said that at the beginning of the game, First half, we just didn't take our chances. Even in the second half, Delifeu's had quite a few chances. And there goes the final whistle. And yeah, we kind of got punished for not taking our chances there. We have a bit of new season rust. And that went on to cost us. So we're just going to move straight into the next game, which is our first home game of the season. The Hornets fans hoping they can see some great football this season. I thought we gave the fans quite a bit of good football last season. At the beginning of the season, we were a bit rubbish at home, but hopefully this season we can start off as we mean to go on at home and make Vicarage Road, a really tough place to come. Iñaki Williams, obviously for us, always leading the line. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in this game. Maybe he can bag his first Premier League goals of the season. But we give ourselves a throw in here, kind of halfway into the first half. Jonathan Ikone just breezing past his man there and getting a shot across Kasper Schmeichel, but Schmeichel does really well to just palm the ball away there. But yeah, this has been a interesting game. Leicester last season obviously beat us, but I think actually in this career mode we're kind of both at the same stage in terms of trying to push for European places. Obviously that's not necessarily realistic to real life as they crossed the ball in there, but unfortunately Gizal had no opportunity there to get the ball. So yeah, we get towards the end of the first half here, and Jonathan Ikone, I'm not sure it was Jonathan Ikone, I think it was Valverde getting the ball into Iñaki Williams this time, and Iñaki Williams does really well to turn his man, and was able to just slot the ball in there past Kasper Schmeichel, and that's exactly what we needed just before half-time. We were kind of toiling in this first half, not really doing too much, but you see that beautiful ball into Iñaki Williams there for Valverde. That's the type of finishing and passing we want to see as well from Valverde. But yeah, perfect end to the first half, and there it is. There goes the half-time whistle. Couldn't have asked for a better end of the half. That'll definitely have changed the half-time team talk. But as we get into the second half here, it's really just us pressuring Leicester. They're not really causing too many problems as Jonathan Ikone picks the ball up again here at the edge of the box, trying to get the ball into Delifeu, but just about keeping it on. Coming back into the edge of the box, getting the ball through to Ikone, who crosses the ball, and Ismail Assar with an interesting volley, let's say. It was a great one nevertheless, but it does give us the 2-0 lead, which is exactly what we needed. We've taken our chances this game. We've learnt from the Manchester United game, learnt that we can't keep missing chances and that we have to take them. But Justin here picking up the ball, getting it into Henderson, who I don't think it is James Henderson, but Maddison here goes for an absolute worldie and was really, really close with that. He got the ball out into his left foot. Rob Holding, not sure what, doing a little bit of a stanky leg there. Ben Foster had no chance, but unfortunately for Maddison, the ball just curled wide of the post. But yeah, other than that, they didn't really make too many chances. And as you saw there, they actually bought Romelu Lukaku on, which is an interesting signing for them. But yeah, there goes the full-time whistle, and we do get our first home win of the season, a good win against Leicester. A great way for us to bounce back from that disappointment at Old Trafford. So yeah, that was incredibly positive, and we're going to jump into the final game of this episode against Arsenal. Just one change for this team, with Suso coming in for Ismail Assar. I thought in this game I probably was going to need more of the kind of creative wide player than I would just the raw pace, and because I kind of wanted to play Arsenal at their own game. So we'll see how that materialises. Obviously Suso making his full Premier League debut, although I think in real life he did make his debut for Liverpool in the Premier League whilst he was there, but his debut for us in this Premier League season on his second spell in England. But yeah, we had a really good ding-dong game with Arsenal at the end of last season, which ended 2-2, so hopefully this one doesn't end like that for us and we can pick up the W. But Jonathan Ikone picking up the ball here, trying to finesse the ball past Bernd Leno there from 20-25 yards. It was a nice shot. He just really set his body out, and Delifeu there just ducking out of the way. Great little duck. But unfortunately just wasn't enough curl to beat Bernd Leno that time. But corner comes in this time. I think that was Decore maybe getting the header, or Iñaki Williams, but that was easily saved there by Bernd Leno. But yeah, all the pressure coming from us here in the first half. Delifeu getting the ball out there to Reguilon, who crosses the ball into Iñaki Williams, and he gets his second Premier League goal of the season. That's the first assist we've seen for Reguilon since he's come to Watford, and that's exactly what we want to see more of this season. Iñaki Williams just wandering around there, going to the fans, celebrating with the fans like he loves to do, and he did so many times last season. Definitely a fan favourite Iñaki Williams there. But a nice little ball out to Sergio Reguilon. Iñaki Williams just peeled off his defender. Arsenal's shambolic defending coming back to haunt them. And he just picks his way there, and that's 2 and 3 for Iñaki Williams. So yeah, he's definitely starting off this season exactly how we left off last season. But Arsenal hit back pretty quickly there with Ozil just running into the box. Our defenders kind of going nowhere, and Ozil caused us quite a few problems when we played them at the end of last season, causing us some problems again. Obviously in real life Ozil is really not doing the business, but in this game it looks like he still is showing his rating and showing how much of a boss player he is there. Definitely didn't think we definitely didn't help ourselves there. Don't know where our defenders went walkie, and maybe Diop and Holding just haven't got that chemistry yet. But you know, that's 1 goal, 2 goals conceded against United, another one conceded here. So definitely is something we need to work on. But Iñaki Williams there managed to get through on goal. Thought he was going to shoot, but he decided to play it across the box there to try and get Jonathan Ikone in, but it was cut out really, really well by William Saliba there, and definitely should have been 2-1 for us and given us the lead going into half-time. But Arsenal here getting the ball through to Aubameyang, who finishes, but I think it's just been flagged as offside. Yeah, it has been, as they make a substitution. Piatti, a new signing for them, coming off, and Lacazette hoping to cause some problems as he comes on, but we got away with that one. Again, we looked a little bit dodgy in defence, and David Luiz here, who seems to be playing right back, causing us a few more problems there with a cross into the box, but we aren't able to clear the ball here. Doucouré just passes the ball there to Lacazette, who plays it into Aubameyang, who finishes, and we were punished for our mistake there. Doucouré panicking almost and just swivelling and trying to clear the ball rather than taking his time and just passing the ball out to Max Aarons. And we've paid the ultimate price for that, and we've gone 2-1 behind with very, very little time left in this game. And it looks like we might get a loss here in a game that we definitely don't deserve to lose. And where we should be at the other end of the pitch, Arsenal have a corner here, which they nearly score from. Another fantastic save by Ben Foster there, but Ismail Assar not able to break away, and that is unfortunately an L for us. So that is 2 losses in our first 3 games. Definitely not how we wanted to start the season, and definitely not what we deserved based on the way we played in all of those games. So yeah, that was just a bit unfortunate for us. But we did get the 3 points. We started well at home, which is always a positive. But hope you guys join us for the next episode. We're going to kick off in the Carabao Cup against Luton Town. Hopefully we'll rotate some players, give some of the other fringe players in our team a chance in that game. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode anyway. Thank you for listening and watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.